Welcome to another edition of the Tyrone Shorter Show here on PowerCats TV. I'm your host, Robbie Donahoe. The Wildcats officially on a winning streak, 2 games as they were able to defeat the Columbus Falcons 32-6 on last Friday's matchup between Columbus and Louisville. We now welcome the head coach of your Wildcats, Tyrone Shorter. Coach, always good to be streaking at this time of the year, winning streaking.
It is. It's 2 good wins for our program and heading to this to week 4. So it's always a good thing when you get 2 wins in a row.
Hopefully we'll add a third to that coming up Friday. We'll talk about the Starkville game here momentarily, but I got a chance to talk with you after that Columbus game. You mentioned how it was a sloppy game. It seemed like it never really got into a rhythm offensively or defensively. So what's the message this week building off of last week then?
Well, yesterday practice, you really didn't have to send a message because our kids know. They know the state of this game. They know the rivalry of this game, and they familiar with the kids from Starkville and Starkville kids familiar with us and coaches as well. So it wasn't hard to get the kids up for this game here. Yesterday we had a great practice, and I expect us to have a great practice today and the rest of the week. The way we play is could be corrected. I mean, I think the slopping was because we didn't take care of the ball. We had miss fumble recover from our punt return and had an interception early, and so we just kind of slopped a little, but I'm still pleased with this team.
We talked about in week 2 how impressive it was to see the passing attack get going, and then last week, week 3, it was the running attack with Michael Foster in that offensive line. It seems like there's something new that comes up with this team week to week that you have to watch out for. What is it about this offense that it seems like, okay, we're going to play this way against this team and this way against the next team?
Well, everybody knows that I like for my team, my offense to be balanced. And, we can do both. We can run the football. We have a great running game, and we also have a great passing game. So we want to kind of be balanced. We don't want to be one dimension. So it all depends on our scouting report. It all depends on the team, what the team give us. If they take away our passing game, we're going to be able to run the football. If they take away our run, we're going to be able to pass. So football's a numbers game. You have to play the odds. You have to play what they give us. If they give us a 4-1 box, we're going to run the football. They give us 2 high safeties, different things, that's come in scouting teams.
We are joined now by our 3 players of the week from our win at Columbus: Tyrell Timms, Christian Hopkins, and Michael Foster. Guys, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on being players of the week. But let's start with you first. Pick 6 in that Columbus game. You almost dropped that, by the way. You was really, really close. But just talk about how this defense has really just come a form as of late, especially 28 points to West Point. It just seemed like y'all don't even remember that happened because the Columbus game, the defense really locked down.
Well, really, our defense really just go for a shutout every game we play. We don't like nobody to score. We're hard defense. We like playing rough. With this man right here, though, ain't nothing coming down the middle. We good. We straight. You feel me? So, with that being said, defensive-wise, we good. We're going to continue to get better. We're going to keep getting better this week. Coach Shorter said we got some new things coming in. I'm ready to get to practice and see what's going on. You feel me? Got to get ready to it.
Hop, is there a weakness on this defense? Because it seems like safeties are held down well. You got the linebackers as well. That front 4 DBs. Is there a weak spot in this defense?
The only weakness I say this defense has is it's a lot of good players, and sometimes it's hard to pick a guy in a certain position when he's so good at another one. But it's good though. It helps the defense. It's just a good defense. Everybody, athletes, everybody capable of playing multiple positions. It just makes it easier for the coaches. Everybody hungry and good. It helps us.
What does it take to be a good inside linebacker? Because I think everyone wants to know that because you really came of age last year as a junior, and now you're the middle of the defense. You're the leader of this defense. What does it take to be a good inside linebacker?
Key drill.
Explain what that is.
Read the guards and the running back. It's really a big part of being a good inside linebacker, just reading and filling your gap and filling your hole. And the coach did say we go over there every day. So I'm really just getting better. I got to thank them. Just getting better every day.
We're going to show a highlight while you're talking of that hit you had in the Columbus game that made everyone go, ooh. That was a nasty hit, boy. And he's going to have a lot more of those hopefully coming up Friday against Starkville. Let's talk a little offense, Mike. Big game on the ground from you. Big game on the ground as well from the offensive line. I know the passing attack kind of started going against West Point, but then you got the running game going. What has happened over time that's allowed the running game to get going?
I stay on the offensive line. I always tell them, pick their head up and, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to what's coming down, and I pick up the blitzes, and we all just work together as a team.
Is there a part of this offense that people haven't seen yet that we need to watch out for in the future?
Yes, like.
Just leave it at that. We don't even want to say what it is. We'll leave it at that. I like that. All right, your 3 players of the week: Tyrell Timms, Christian Hopkins, and Michael Foster. Fantastic games against Columbus, and we look forward to many more great games in the future, including this Friday when we take on the Starkville Yellow Jackets. We welcome back in Coach Tyrone Shorter as we continue on, as we look ahead to this Friday's matchup against Starkville. And this hasn't been on our schedule in a while. It's been since 2010 since the Wildcats and Yellow Jackets played in the regular season, played a couple times in a jamboree, but the energy just feels different going into this week. That old-time rivalry between Starkville and Louisville. The fact that you get to be back here for your first year, to have that back, what is it like around here, the field house, around the community, going into a big game such as this?
You know, I think a lot of people, starting this week, been, coming to the school and they've been talking about this game. And I did my research. It's been a while since you said 2010 since they played, and it's been such a big rivalry for years. And like I said last week, Louisville and Starkville, they should play every year. I don't know why they stop playing each other, but as long as I'm here and the coach from Starkville want to play the game, we're going to play it because, it's good for football. It's good for Mississippi football. 2 outstanding programs playing against each other. I mean, that's what Mississippi football is all about. Well, I'm excited about this game on Friday, and I know the Starkville kids are and the Starkville coaches are, our kids are. Like I said yesterday at practice, practice it was like one of those West Point weeks of practice, and our kids were focused, and we put our installment in yesterday. So I'm just anxious to see what we put in yesterday, how well they executed today.
We know it'll be an emotional game for the guys. Many of our former coaches that were here last year or in previous years are now at Starkville High School. But going into a game such as this, such a big game, what do you tell the kids going into such a big matchup such as this, where, you don't want the emotions to get the best of you in this kind of a game?
It's a big football game, true enough, but, I just want our kids to go out and play Wildcat football. Just go out and play. Don't let the emotion get to you. Don't let the environment get to you. I mean, it's a big-time football. These kids been on that stage before, so it's nothing new. And like I told them, these are the games that we're expected to play, And so as long as I'm here, we're going to play these type of games. So, we're just going to come out and we're going to play Wildcat football. We're going to play physical. We're going to play fast. We're going to play smart. And our kids ready, they've been talking. I told them they've been talking a lot of stuff, so they're going to have to bag it up, And we're playing a good football team, a well-coached football team. Starkville coaches are some very good coaches, and they're a well-coached football team, and we are too. And it should be a really, really good football game. I told our kids on yesterday that we can't make mistakes. We can't make mistakes to this team because they'll hurt you. And we cannot give up big plays, and we have to make them earn everything that they get. We can't give them anything because they'll hurt you. If you go in with a lot of mistakes and stuff, it can get ugly quickly. So a good football team, big 6A football program, one of the best in the state. So, I live for games like this.
Don't we all? We are really excited about this game. I can't tell you how often leading up to this game it was like, okay, we got Starkville back on the schedule. Because back in the 80s, 90s, everyone who's watching that played on those teams in the 80s and 90s, they're like, that Starkville game, that was the big game every single year. So we are looking forward to this matchup. 7 o'clock kickoff time coming up Friday at Starkville High School. We hope you can join us then. Coach Tyrone Shorter, we thank you for the time, and we look forward to coming up Friday. Should be a fun game.
It should be a fun game.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to Week 4 of the Tyrone Shorter Show, and we'll see you next week.